Hey everybody, I'm Jesse Jace. As promised, it's time to look at some Internet Movie Database user reviews on this episode of Let Me Fix It. My strategy with this episode is to find reviews for movies about which I have opinions. Of course, I'm going to take issue with their bad writing, but I'm also planning to run across some bad opinions too, and that's why we're starting with this review of Rushmore, which is a movie I like. This review's by Movie Alien. Movie Alien gives Rushmore 1 out of 10 stars with this title, Can I Say Monotonous? I don't know, can you? Okay. Can I say monotonous? Because monotonous is what this movie is. As others have said, if you decide to watch Rushmore, he's got like quotes here, but single quotes here and here. I don't know if he knows the difference. If you decide to watch Rushmore and find it's going nowhere, don't give it a chance. It goes nowhere from beginning to end. Spelling mistake right there. You'll be more entertained watching a goldfish swim in a bowl. Why are people calling it brilliant, heartwarming, and hilarious? ? Outside the quotes. Wrong. The film had none of those qualities, for it lacked plot and sympathetic characters. I don't really agree, but that's fine. This isn't a show about movies. The main character was thoroughly repulsive, arrogant, Oxford, comma. Oh, by the way, there was an Oxford comma here too. And selfish. And, okay, I'll let you have that comma because I guess it's kind of doing some work, and barely deserves the privileges that occur to him in the film. Yeah, that's kind of the point. After all is 2 words. The movie was nothing more than his various projects, none of which were fascinating or even the least bit entertaining. I will say that, Rushmore is an acquired taste. Let's say it like that. People said this movie had a message? ? That's a statement with a question mark at the end. I don't think so! ! Don't use that hidden message or satire defense unless you have valid proof of that. Is there ever proof that a movie is satire? A bad movie is a bad movie. Oh, you know what? You already got your one... Wait, how many exclamation points are we doing here? That's the first one right there. Then he goes for 4 more. You're over budget now. 1 is plenty. You don't need 4. You don't need 1. A bad movie is a bad movie. Gather. Wow, condescending too. See Gregory's Girl instead. It was kind of like Rushmore, but unlike Rushmore, it was a good movie. Comma outside the quotation marks. And you're rocking about exactly 50% approval rating with this. What a divisive character he is. He's polarized the world. Okay, sticking with Rushmore, this one's by Smacka What? He also gives it, he or she, I don't know, 1 out of 10 stars. Not worth the 2 cent hyphenate that plastic casing the videotape came in at the video store. Sorry, did you have to pay for the plastic casing, and how do you know how much it costs? And by the way, this is the title. It should have a capital letter, and it's not a sentence, so it doesn't need a period. Okay, this movie is about a 15-year-old kid named Max in a private prep school called What is it with the single quotes? Everybody's using it. Come on. Who gets a crush, has a crush, develops a crush, gets a crush on an attractive first grade teacher. Now, this would be the word first. This kid is a born leader who is the president of every club and function, but he's the worst student in the school. You may laugh now. Thanks. Since that is the main joke, and it is funny for about 3 seconds after you discover it. Soon he gets expelled and then finds out that a father, played by Bill Murray, of 2 schoolmate friends who are brothers. Is that the best way to write that sentence? Soon he gets expelled and finds out from his schoolmate's father, played by Bill Murray. How about that order? Who are brothers? Do you even need that information? Just is after... It's obvious they're brothers if he's the father of... Okay, I'm sorry, I'm getting worked up. Is after the heart of the same woman, and a battle ensues to win her heart in what's supposed, with a D, to be a heartwarming comedy. Let me put it to you this way. This movie's not even worth the 2-cent plastic... Okay. 2 hyphen. By the way, here too. 2. I know this because you said it in the title. You don't have to repeat yourself. It wasn't that good of a joke the first time. Why are you saying it again? 2-cent plastic packaging that contained the videotape from the rental store. What year was this? 2001. We're renting videotapes. Yeah, I guess so. It was the dawn of DVD. Maybe he didn't have a DVD player yet. He hadn't seen that ad yet. You know, the one where they like show you using a VHS tape how cool DVDs are.
This is DVDs.
This is the first time in my life I have ever rented a film, tried to watch it, and got halfway and just returned the dam, which is a thing that holds water back. Thing because it was so bad! Exclamation point times 2. You don't need 2. You don't even need 1. This movie is just boring, stupid, badly acted, Oxford comma, and lame. I was watching this film with my entire family, and we all agreed after an hour to just shut the dam. Just close that dam. Keep the water in the lake. The damn thing off, which I did with joy. The kid can't act. He was talking about Jason Schwartzman. And the whole gag of the film tries to run on one joke that an overaged man and an underaged kid are after a middle-aged woman. Gee, isn't that funny? This would be a comma right there. I think probably a comma there too. I think that for about 5 seconds, I think about that for about 5 seconds. That is introduced 2 minutes into the film, then 5. Why can't y'all spell numbers? 5 minutes later, they do it again. Ellipse, space, and again. Ellipse, space. You don't need a space, and again. Redundant. What? Lowercase I. Is that all the writers could think of? That's all could come up with? The what? Do you mean they? Don't know. It's like a missing noun or something. Other than that, nothing else happens! Exclamation point times 2. That's not a sentence. This film gets the can. Rating 0 out of 10. Rating 1 out of 10. Rating 0 out of 10. Alright, so this is the third and final review of Rushmore by Davo CC. Davo credit card. 1 out of 10. Rushmore. An hour and a half of my life that I'll never get back. You know what? Good title. Got a little punch to it. I like it. The most remarkable thing about this film is that there were people actually liked it. There were people who actually liked it. Or I would accept that. Dear God, why? Oh, we've used up the exclamation point budget. That's 2. You're in the hole. It was so dreadful that it defied description. But he's going to spend a few paragraphs trying to describe it. I never found it even remotely witty or humorous. Semicolon. In short, it was comma. It was a dreary, egotistical, comma, piece of drivel which was all about some twit's nostalgic wet dream. Hey, this is a family show. And trying to justify the lifestyle of some git whose very existence could convince the Pope that abortion really is a good idea after all. He's getting political on your asses with this holy Also, this semicolon, just start a new sentence. Pretentious and downright horrible, I did something... Wait, what? Pretentious and downright horrible, I did something that I haven't done in years during a film I do. Okay, you don't understand this grammar. Pretentious and downright horrible. What's pretentious and downright horrible? The movie, right? But the next thing you say is I. That means you are pretentious and downright horrible. I dozed off halfway through. He likes semicolons. I guess that's okay, but I would have used the colon there because you're about to reveal the thing that you haven't done in years. I guess that little part of the brain which tries to protect you from horrible events, car crashes, being held at gunpoint, etc., comma right there, by making you pass out, was trying to protect me from an experience almost as painful. Yeah, clever. Not really. It's worth neither the time, the money, nor the unnecessary wear on the retina of your eye. Hold on. It's worth neither the time, the money, the wear. Can you use neither with 3 things? I actually don't know. So I had to look this up, but it's worth none of the time. You can't use neither with 1, 2, 3 things. None of the time, the money, nor. I don't know if you can use nor with none. I'm gonna leave that because I don't know the rule. On the retina of your eye, semicolon. Again, I'm getting tired of these. Indeed, I will try to remember this film when next I'm having any trouble sleeping. Okay, you know what? Put a period. You just put a period. Put that into a new sentence, uppercase I. There's no reason to combine them with a semicolon. This is the first film I've ever seen that made me think, single quote, maybe I'd rather be seeing Godzilla. Huh? Now he's ragging on Godzilla. What? Is Godzilla a bad movie? Which Godzilla are you even talking about? I don't know. Period outside the single quote. Get it out. No reason for ellipse. End your sentence with a period. Inside double quotes is how you do it. The loudest cheer I think I've ever heard from a cinema audience was the one heard when the film finally ended. Well, they loved it. I've never... comma splice. I've never heard so much joy from an audience. Semicolon splice. That they sat through it is a testament to either their exceptional tolerance or their desire to find a dark, comfortable chair to catch some sleep prior to the commencement of the next feature. In short, comma, I resented most of all that. I resented most of all, there we go, that I just gave away an hour and a half of my life, which I will never get back. You said that in the title. To anyone considering seeing this film, you are suitably warned, ... Don't need that, just end it with a period. By the way, this is a dash splice. We've got comma splice, semicolon splice, and dash splice. All of these should just be the start of a new sentence. To anyone considering seeing this film, here's how I read it when you end with ... To anyone considering seeing this film, you are suitably warned.